not enough practice. Somerset 2-13 for 4.
You have to feel for Lewis Gregory, never easy when you haven't been playing any cricket at all to come into a game like this. He had no choice but to swing the bat from the moment he got out there. Tom Lammonby. So 2 for 19 then for Roland Jones. He wants to strike desperately. He's going to come back. Good throw, and he's been in trouble, but it's excellent running, putting the fielder under pressure. He's frustrated because he wants to bowl the new batsman.
Very animated, Toby Roland Jones. Just trying to get the right fielders in the right positions, the hot zones. There's been a change of the position. Tom Helm, I think, has now been ushered up into square leg.
I always hate that, though.
Yeah, it's terrible. What a horrible feeling. Just send me off.
Yeah. Anyway, they're in the right place now. Tom Abel still with a chance of picking up 100 here. He's 90. Clip leg side, no one at deep square, and goes for 4. Outstanding batting.
Well, I think you mentioned it already today. Just sort of playing the field, playing the situation. You change the field, you hit it to where they're not. Pretty simple philosophy. Just a pick up off the hip. Rolls away for another boundary.
Yeah, he's made it so difficult for David Malan, the captain. On its way again, another boundary, 98.
Well, a great shot, pace on this time from Roland Jones, trying to gamble which way Tom Abel's going to go. He's just clipped it away through square leg, proving to be a big total. 223, 2 balls to go.
Well, now he's changing the field. Yeah, deep square. Long chance for the captain. 2 balls to go, 98 not out. He'll want to come back for 2. He should go back for 2. You beauty! What an innings from Tom Abel.
Oh, that's outstanding. I've got goosebumps for him. Absolutely brilliant. 100 from just 46 deliveries. Most wonderful innings. We've come here talking about Babar Azam and Tom Banton all evening, forgetting about this man Tom Abel on TV in front of a packed house. The skipper for the night has played a blinder.
I'll finish with a boundary, but he'll just take 1. What an innings. A from the skipper and B from the team. 225 for 5 becomes 226 for 5. What a score, with so much at stake tonight. What a performance from that man.
$133 coming from the last 10 overs this evening. Could prove absolutely crucial. A wonderful knock. Absolutely the jet of a man. That is a fantastic innings to watch. This home crowd have been laughing it up all evening. 46 deliveries for Tom Abel for his 100. His first in the T20 blast. It's the fastest 100 for Somerset in the T20 competition. put his side in a wonderful position. But still 20 overs to go. Bit of work to do. Got to learn from how Middlesex have bowled.
Yeah, Tom Banton quite brilliant up front against the new ball, 62 from 39, and then really Tom Abel, the captain on the night, just taking over. One of the best hundreds you could wish to see in T20 cricket. 101 is his first of 47 balls. Byram, good support, 44, and that is an excellent score on what's proved to be another good pitch here at Taunton.
Yeah, the bowling figures, as you can imagine, when going for 226, look a bit sorry for themselves. Tough night for Stephen Finn, 57 from his 4 overs. 2 wickets for Roland Jones for just 32 runs. And then 40, 41 and 41 again for the rest of the bowlers. So a tough night, 226. Can Middlesex chase it down?
Right, Rob Key, have you got with you?
I have Tom Banton with me. Tom, did you know that Tom Abel could play like that?
I knew he had it in him, but yeah, it's great to see the amount of hard yards he's put in over the winter and this summer. Yeah, it's great to see.
How much do you enjoy batting here at Taunton in front of this crowd?
Yeah, today wasn't as easy as I found it before. It was quite tricky. The wicket was quite slow. I think the grounds had let a bit of water in it, so yeah, I found it a bit hard. It was not as easy.
I'm sure you would have taken that at the start. 226. What's going to be the best type of bowling on this surface?
I think pace off. When pace was on, I found it a lot easier. I think so.
All right, best of luck.
Well, they have runs on the board thanks to an absolute gem from Tom Abel. So Middlesex's stellar batting lineup will be chasing 227 to win, and it'll be a record run chase in the blast. We'll be back in a moment.
This is your captain speaking. The Virgin Atlantic sail is now on.
Some souls are strange, as troublemakers, as an embarrassment. All we ever saw was a team.
Well, I gotta get the world off my back. Somehow.
Come on, Dad. I'm hungry.
Kitchen, get some bacon on.
Cookie-making robot arms will never happen. But with the new BP Me Rewards card, getting little rewards more often
Four-star hotel with a pool for this price. Not bad.
So that's £95 for the night, please?
Wait, what?
Well, if you use Trivago will compare prices from hundreds of websites worldwide, making it simple to find a great deal on your hotel. Give it a go. Hotel Trivago.
The portable pressure cleaner from Works, the Hydro Shot, uses a PowerShare battery, interchangeable with all 20-volt Works tools, compact, light and mobile for convenient
Change of pace and a change of format on Sky Sports Mix right now. So West Indies are taking on India. It's a second test match. When I last looked, India were batting and that man was at the crease, 118 for 3. Well, as far as this game is concerned, an absolute gem, one of the most special innings you could wish to see from the skipper Tom Abel. 101 not out from 47 deliveries, 226 for 5. Good support from the very talented Tom Banton. It's been a tough day for the bowlers. Toby Rowland-Jones, though, 2 for 32. And it's certainly not been Stephen Finn's day, though he's had an excellent tournament. So 227 runs to win. Well, it's worth having another look. There'll be some very special shots in here, Marcus.
Yeah, a very sort of cultured player. He's not someone really regarded as someone a massive hitter of the ball, but he has developed his game hugely over the course of this summer. Worked so hard at what he's trying to do and developing different areas of what he can improve on. And then the likes of these sort of sweeps and reverse sweeps that we've seen has really become something special from him. He's really well deserved because he's a top lad. And it was an absolutely brilliant knock.
Yeah, I reckon he made it nigh impossible for David Malan and the bowlers to set a field wherever they put them. He hit it somewhere else. Extraordinary innings. Well, he had a moment or two of luck, and you need that when you're playing innings like that. It's a great chance. What happened here?
Well, again, there's a bit of miscommunication, but you could see there that he sort of pops into the picture very late, almost sacrificing himself for Tom Banton. Banton's given it up also. It's the sort of character he is. He's a very humble lad.
It's the thing that struck me actually by that replay. It looked like Banton was hoping that Tom Abel would take on the responsibility and try and get to the other end. Well, he has the runs on the board thanks to his incredible innings.
Could be a special day, couldn't it? If any team you think might have a go at chasing it down, Middlesex is definitely their strength, is their batting. See some wonderful players in there. Paul Sterling, we know he goes after it. David Malan, Mohamed Hafiz, and then England one-day captain, and then A.B. de Villiers. Very, very special. They bat very deep also, going into the last sort of 2 or 3.
Is there any player in world cricket that you'd like to be coming in at 4 or 5 with a chase of 220 plus? You'd probably say A.B. de Villiers. He batted at number 5 yesterday. It'll be very interesting to see with this run chase, and as I said earlier, it'll be a record run chase in the blast, 227, whether they just mix and match their batting lineup. Hafiz is down to come in number 3, Morgan, the England captain, Owen Morgan at 4, and de Villiers at 5. Well, that'll be a happy huddle, that is for sure. You can see all the smiles on the faces, but as Marcus says, it is a stellar batting lineup, Middlesex.
Be interesting to see what sort of start we get as the lights start making their light show as they do. We've seen it very often here at Taunton, playing to the music, but Somerset in the previous game on this pitch got a couple of early wickets, really sort of put the opposition on the back foot. They'll need to do the same again this evening, really get into the Middlesex attack. Mark Butcher, what do we think?
Evening, Marcus. Even you will be relatively relaxed as Middlesex openers come out defending or looking to chase down 227 to stand any chance of getting themselves into the quarter-finals. The Taunton light show is going off as a spectacle for the crowd and also just to bedazzle the visiting batsmen as they walk out to the middle. David Malan and Paul Sterling make their way out into the centre. It will be a hostile atmosphere for the men in pink. The Taunton crowd can almost touch the quarter-finals after a quite brilliant innings from Tom Abel. 101 from just 47 deliveries. Had a beautiful hors d'oeuvre from Tom Banton, but the main course and a whopping great big pudding came after that from Tom Abel. It was quite something. Paul Sterling, career strike rate of 142, But against Surrey at the Oval in 2018 came in a losing cause. And Finch and Jason Roy overhauled what was a big target. Middlesex have got to overhaul a huge target here, but they've got some players who are capable of doing it. As always, it's Max Waller from the River End to open the bowling for Somerset.
Wonderful attempt. Top left corner, kept it out the net, but it's a drop catch. Tom Lammonby at mid-off. Very nearly a wicket from the first delivery. Would have been a beauty.
Yeah, no attempt to spin that one from Max Waller out of the front of the hand.
Maxie!
The ice pop nearly went for a Burton. A really good season once again, Max Waller. 13 wickets for him. He's entrusted with a lot of important overs for Somerset. The power play at the beginning. And sometimes holding back for overs as late as the 16th and 17th over as well. Entertainer.
He's full of it, isn't he? You see him on the pitch.
He's got some celebration.
He has, yeah. He's a clown. But he loves it. He really loves the occasion and getting stuck into what goes on. He's a fighter and a scrapper. Likes to go about his business, get stuck into the fight. Quite happy to be involved. David Milan is not happy with that.
Wow, how was that not a wide?
Ball.
Again, front of the hand, almost a seam-up delivery from Waller. 70 miles an hour from the leg roller.
I heard someone asking me earlier on when we were in the nets, he said, what do you class yourself as? And he didn't say leg break bowler anymore. I think because in the T20 game, it's a bag of tricks, isn't it? You're never bowling the same ball twice.
Tempted googly. And it was wide and it was short and it's been dispatched.
Go, Maxie!
Well, the Middlesex batsmen have come out quickly. Really going after. You can see almost like a top spinner, googly. Too wide, too short. Sterling's not going to miss out on that.
And that'll be 4 as well. Only 2 fielders up in the circle. Plenty of gaps for Sterling. 11 for none from 1.
Yeah, not the ideal start for Somerset, but Middlesex will be very happy with a good first over. It's sometimes quite tricky how to play the first over. You want to try and get after it. Always that element of risk.
Well, the rate started off 11.35 runs per over. Middlesex is near as damn it made it off the first. They have to go and go some and keep going all the way through this innings. As I've said, they've got players who can do it. Mohammed Hafiz is carded to come down next, followed by Owen Morgan and A.B. de Villiers. I think we might see de Villiers before number 5. Jerome Taylor from the River Tone end. Take the second over. And that's going to get the treatment all night. Short and wide, and Milan has just stroked it over cover for 4. Just listen to that crowd.
It's very, very quiet. That is an average delivery, shall we say. First up, it was raced away. Almost kissed off the outfield and flown to the boundary.
I must admit, got a bit stuck into Kesey last night.
That's fine.
Crowd down there at Canterbury. Could hear a bloke zipping up his jacket from 30 yards away down there at times last night. Whoa, you hear that off the bat? That has gone a long, long way. And Milan is in the mood.
Well, what a wonderful shot this is. Absolutely superb. Into the pitch, back of a length. just dispatched over wide mid-wicket. Absolutely lovely shot. Just felt it straight out of the bat.
Well, they're going to have to create their own atmosphere. And the longer they can keep the crowd deathly silent, the longer they'll be in with a chance of hauling this in. Four more. Can't bowl there, Darwin Milan.
Down the wicket.
Just a tiny press forward, lets the ball come alongside him and rips into it behind square. You get the feeling that the new ball will skid on this hybrid surface. Not sure if there's been any dew. It's been warmer down here today. Perhaps we will get a little bit of that. And the ball might continue to come on. Doesn't matter about the dew if you don't pitch it. This is a brilliant over. An assault from Darwin Milan.
Yeah, not a good start. Poor first over from Jerome Taylor. 29 so far. It's just boundary after boundary. David Milan has come out like a rocket. He's going after every delivery. Got to find the length quickly, the Somerset bowlers.
It didn't look quite as natural as the other square of the wicket shots that Darwin Milan has played. But a slower ball from Jerome Taylor brings about the first mistimed shot of the over.
Yeah, not something you normally see from David Milan. Normally see in the previous balls as the stronger shots down the ground, the pickups over mid-wicket.
Sky framing the Marcus Trescothick stand beautifully. Yep. 20 from the over. 31 without loss.
So a quick look at the boundaries. First ball cut wide over square point. Next one slogged away over mid-wicket. Beautiful shot. Next couple, they're getting a little bit too much width, slashed away, full and cut. And a couple of singles just to finish it off. Takes it 31 from just 2 overs. Bit of work to do. So Middlesex needing 196.
Yeah, you get off to a start like that, look up at the board, you still need 196 to win. Be a record in the blast, should they chase this down. 227 required. Tom Abel ringing the changes. Tom Lammonby. That'll be 4 more. Slower ball, dragged down, wide of leg stump, and Sterling just helped it on its way. Good job, there's the disco.
Yeah, the first ball cutter picked up and flicked away. This is the difference. Somerset tonight are leaving out Craig Overton, or changing up the team, trying to get the extra batsman in. Lewis Gregory coming back in. Maybe potentially leaving the bowler light.
He's got that through as well. Racing away across the turf, nothing that Gronewald can do about it. And the boundaries just keep on coming.
It's hard to see where your next sort of dot ball or pressure ball you're going to get back on the opposition. Where they're bowling at the moment, maybe just getting the lines just a little bit slightly wrong.
Well, there's been nothing down the ground yet, has it? It's all been square of the wicket, or behind square of the wicket. He's going to go full and straight. Force the batsman into playing something more difficult.
okay, because over the wicket.
Well, both teams need the 2 points. Simple as that. Middlesex, they win here, they get themselves in a position where net run rate would need to come into play for them. It's going to be 4 more. David Milan is absolutely flying. 25 from 9 now.
Big cries of catch from many of the fielders. Eddie Byram at square leg or mid-wicket. He's got a finger on it, but I think it would always been a real great catch if he was to pick it up.
A win for Somerset will take them 15 points. They've got an excellent net run rate that wouldn't have been done any harm by today. And that's going to be 4 more. Just keep hitting a length, whether it's taking the pace off, whether it's pace on. Milan is just able to get underneath every delivery and force it away square of the wicket. This is a bad start from Somerset's bowlers.
Middlesex will be very happy how they've got going in this innings. Again, a bit more pace off into the pitch. Obviously, with only 2 men out in the power play, makes it very, very tricky.
Oh, that's gone all the way. Look out in the crowd. Milan is, well, you can't tell it from his face, but he's enjoying himself out there. 54 now from just 3 overs.
BMW 3 Series, I see.
Yeah.
Less than 6 months old.
Sure.
But does it do this?
It's worked so much.
Does it?
No, but we rented it for only £39 from Sixt, so...
Wait!
6, drive smug.
Well, Middlesex fans will be starting to believe. The Somerset fans will be thinking it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Couldn't have been any better from a Middlesex point of view. Last one was hit ferociously hard, skimming into the crowd, just caught the top of that advertising barrier. Lammonby has got the figures of 1 over 1.22 runs.
So a bit of experience coming into the attack. Tim Grunewald around for plenty of time.
It's length, it's in the slot, and it's caught in the crowd. What a grab. Would have earned him £1,000 last night at the Oval. Just a pat on the back will do here at Taunton.
Yeah, it's very well pouched. His mates will be loving it for the rest of the evening and beyond. But it's a lovely shot from Paul Sterling.
Well, they're not learning. Everything has been length. Everything.
Just seems to be sitting up to hit nicely, doesn't it? Somerset going very much pace off into the pitch at the moment, trying to go just slightly back of a length. You're seeing more and more of that. Ball sort of in the crowd. He's on the phone already, chatting to his mates, looking at the big screen.
Took it easily, didn't he? Very composed. Field changes. There are 2 back now on the leg side. 1 deep backward square, 1 at mid-wicket. Everybody else up inside the circle. Slammed down the ground. It's right in the slot again.
Well, I don't know what to say. It's been pretty tricky. It's a knuckleball from Grunewald. It's too full and just sliding onto the bat. It looks an absolutely wonderful pitch to bat on now. Just hitting through the line. Every ball picking up length.
Yeah, Cooper.
Slight fumble, but no harm done out there. Max Waller doing the fielding. Look at all of these boundaries. It's all length or back of a length. The ball has disappeared square of the wicket, or behind square of the wicket, unerringly. It's length, but it's up in the air. Waller takes the catch. There's the celebration. We knew we were going to get one. And they've come alive here at Taunton.
At last, Somerset boys very happy. Again, another slow ball into the pitch. David Milan really going after this, trying to hack it for 6. Max Waller comfortably moving backwards. Comfortable catch. And Milan has gone for 41 from just 14 deliveries. Middlesex 67 for 1.
In front of Luke Campbell lies the greatest puzzle in boxing. Lomachenko beat Campbell on Sky Sports Box Office. The North London Derby, part of a great weekend of football, live on Sky Sports Premier League.
Well, just what you wanted to see when your bowlers have been going around the park. A.B. de Villiers strolls out to the middle, takes guard. Tom Abel has laid down a marker, 46 ball 100. The young Somerset captain. A.B. de Villiers has been in excellent nick in the blast this year. Middlesex needs something special, and there's a special bloke out there. Oh, it's 2 and 2. It's 2 and 2. Tim Granavold has cracked it open. Sterling couldn't get it up and over extra cover. And the game changes.
There you go, it's in the slot and Sterling has gone after it again. He's got a good piece of it. Tom Abel, comfortable extra cover, the skipper. Amazing how the game can change in just 2 deliveries. A good knock for Sterling, 25 from 10 balls. Middlesex 67 for 2.
Well, Sterling wanders off, shaking his head. Delivery was that little bit fuller. Sterling unable to get underneath it, to get it up and over the offside. Tom Abel did the rest. Didn't he enjoy it? Tonight where you might go for a few as a bowler. But if you pick up wickets, you're doing a great service to your team, even if the ball is flying to the boundary. Well, Van der Merwe, he was the leading wicket taker for Somerset this season. 15 wickets for him. With his left arm spin, he'll dart the ball in full at the 2 right-handers. First ball for A.B. de Villiers.
Pretty simple that, isn't it? Just sort of backing away, not really having a look at Van der Merwe. I guess he would have faced him a little bit. Yeah, would have played a decent amount of cricket against each other or with each other back in South Africa.
Well, unbelievable. He's literally walked to the middle. Both times he gave himself room outside leg stump. The first caressed it through extra cover. The second has been smoked over square for 6. 10 from 2. Game on.
That's amazing. What an amazing noise that has made straight off the bat.
Yes.
He doesn't find the gap. "35 years of age, A.B. de Villiers. The eye has lost none of its sharpness."
Centre.
And Fees comes out to join him. That strike rate is down in mortal territory. But he's a man who knows how to marshal and master a run chase. Expect to see some intelligent cricket from him, trying to get de Villiers on strike as much as he can. That was high. Hafiz has found the gap and found the boundary. Wouldn't surprise me if they had a little look at the height of that as well.
Yeah, the fact that he's run down the wicket may well just save him. A decent bit of it. I think that should be safe by the time, if you're judging that when he's in his full stance. I thought for a minute it was going to be cool extra cover, but it's flown away.
Yeah, I think you're right, Marcus. He'd been stood back in the crease. That would have been below waist height comfortably. 15 from the over, 2 deliveries to go. Middlesex have got the rate down. Started at 11.35, is now 9 3/4. Oh, he had to rush there. Hafiz is 38, A.B. de Villiers is 37. And he had to stretch. And probably wouldn't have made it with a direct hit.
Yeah, it looked good from here, didn't it? I think the ball was missing the stumps anyway. Good electric bit of fielding. Tom Abel coming in quickly from extra cover boundary. We're going to see now what's going to happen.
Oh, he smashed it. Van der Merwe thought he'd done him. Fired it wide. A.B. de Villiers just fell into the shot and smashed it over mid-off for 4. That is a record for power plays at Taunton. 87 for 2, and there's still an over of the power play to go.
Are you totally ready for a healthier mouth? New Colgate Total toothpaste with a breakthrough formula helps fight bacteria on your whole mouth so that your teeth, tongue, cheeks and gums are protected for up to 12 hours. New Colgate Total also delivers effective enamel protection and cares for sensitive teeth. New Colgate Total for whole mouth health.
You worried yet, Marcus?
Robert, you know me better than that. I'm always worried. But it's a hat-trick ball for Tim Grunewald. I'm backing him. He won't be resting until, especially de Villiers is out, that's for sure. And many more after that.
Hafiz on strike. Grunewald with the wicket of Milan. Then Sterling. Anticipation from this crowd. Hat-trick ball. Excellent fielding. It's like a little throwdown for a hat-trick ball. Some off the back foot, please, Tim.
What would you have bowled? Because I've seen you bowl. And what would you have bowled?
I reckon I'd have bowled about that pace. Try to do him with a slower ball. It is not a night to be a bowler, that is for sure. Tom Abel's having a day out. What a shot that is. What a fantastic ground, an excellent atmosphere. It's a lot better when Somerset are doing well, I'll tell you. How easy is de Villiers making batting look at the moment, dealing in boundaries.
Well, this is ridiculous so far. It's almost like, how can you bowl at this guy? There's no way, unless you're going to bowl a Yorker right in the block hole. He's just standing and waiting and watching the ball so closely. And the flourish of the bat.
that's the key, no width. Problem is, de Villiers is so quick on his feet, he's so quick at picking up the line. Action outside, off stump, he's smashing it through the offside. Get it a little bit straight, he can pick it up off back of a length. No one ever looks good eating an apple. No chance of a run out. No, they decide against it.
You always pick up on little things like that. You enjoy it, don't you?
I was eating an apple earlier and I saw these people behind at the pot. Every time I eat something, they hammer me.
Taking pictures and putting it on social media, you reckon?
Well, they look fairly relaxed. The start they've had, they wouldn't have been like that at the turn. The problem is every dot ball, you feel under pressure. Hafiz 6 from 4. Just got to play your game. Don't worry about de Villiers at the other end. Don't try and match him. Still got Owen Morgan to come. Still Simpson who can hit a long ball. Oh, chance! Did he run too wide?
Well, de Villiers looks fairly confident now in the middle. As we know with direct hits, this could be a massive moment in the game. It's very, very tight. The bells have not come out of the groove quick enough, I don't think, because at the moment of impact, he's actually on the line.
Look how wide he's run. Got to run straight as you can. Yeah, this should show us. When does the bail come out of the groove? Good luck, the third umpire. Jeff Evans, the third umpire. Everyone is waiting. Well, that's the best shot we've got. Don't know if you can give that. Don't know if you can give that. This is huge. The crowd waits. The big screen. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. Run straight to Villiers. Played enough cricket.
You think that's fair enough?
Thought it was too hard to give. The power play is done. That is Middlesex's best score in the power play.
Well, as much as I'd love to have seen that being given out, I think you're right. It was very, very close. You could have easily had a dive. And if he'd have run straight, he would have been comfortably in.
Well, just watch his running here. Had to get out of the way of Hafiz. That moment there, he just goes wide. Would have made it so easily had he just run straight. Brilliant bit of fielding. Imagine if you run de Villiers out. Still got Owen Morgan to come. Still got John Simpson. This is the best of the blast. Jerome Taylor went for 20 in his first over. Milan really tucked into him. Pressure builds on Hafiz.
Well, it's the first change-up sort of delivery that we've seen. This is Jerome Taylor running in, hitting hard length, the top of the stumps, top of middle and off. And looked very effective, almost like the ball was skidding on a little bit.
De Villiers back on strike. Striking at 333, de Villiers. And enjoy pace on the ball as well. There's the field set, deep square leg, fine leg, third man now comes up. So you have fine leg, deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on. Got to be at the stumps with this field. Nothing for wide of that off stump. De Villiers is clever enough to see any sort of width and get it past backward point.
Job old. Maybe it's the length there that he's trying to hit. The top of the stumps are just above. De Villiers just having a little look at the seamers.
Best doing the fielding. Good Danger Mouse. Remember Danger Mouse? I've seen Danger Mouse for years. Good pace, missing leg stump. So we've had a couple of slow balls and a quicker ball fired into leg stump. 91 miles per hour.
Yeah, it's good pace, isn't it? Lovely run up into the crease. The approach is nice. There he is, your man, Rob Key.
Who's the baddie in Danger Mouse? Baron Greenback? Oh, well timed. De Villiers is looking. Hafiz is not. 7 overs done. 99 for 2. Crunch time in the blast in the South Group. All of the North Group have qualified. Who will get those 2 spots? Essex Eagles versus Kent Spitfires. 189 for 6, 90 for 1. Young lad called Zach Crawley, 54 not out. Glamorgan versus Hampshire, 216 Glamorgan, 69 for 2. James Vince, 43 out. Under pressure there, Hampshire, they desperately need to win. We're going to check that last ball. Front foot is fine. Yeah, I reckon that's all right. Well, if Somerset win this, we think they qualify. Middlesex slightly different. It's about net run rate. If they win, Lancashire Lightning versus Leicestershire Foxes. Lancashire needs 66 from 72. Doing that at a canter. Worcestershire 188 for 5, 75 for 1. Northants. Richard, our stats man, just tells me Tom Abel is currently trending on Twitter. Notts Outlaws versus Durham. Notts need 99 from 65 balls. And Sussex Sharks versus Gloucestershire. They're the only 2 that have qualified in the South Group. Home quarter-final, potentially for Gloucestershire. If they win, 83 more runs from 64 balls. Great hands.
See Klinger in the runs again. What 100 that was last night. All those South Group games are very tight, aren't they? Your boys, Kent, if they win that's done and dusted. If they win, then they go straight through to the quarterfinals, regardless of what happens in the other games. So, going pretty well at the moment.
Ball parries it onto the cushion. Much needed boundary for Hafiz. When you're chasing a score like this, you can't afford anyone who doesn't score it better than a runner ball. That boundary will help him out a lot, no matter how much experience he's got. tricky, isn't it, really, when the rate's, what, 9.86. De Villiers got off to such a flyer. Quite sure what that's about. Sounds silly, but 9 runs from the over, a fairly sedate one, 108 for 2.
The drama of Formula One returns with the Johnny Walker Belgian Grand Prix, live, only on Sky Sports F1. The brand new series of The Reluctant Landlord. So excited!
The magic is still there.
All episodes available from Wednesday on Sky One.
Well, they're making going at 9/10 runs per over. Pretty straightforward in the first 8 overs. Still a long way to go, but they have a heck of a batting lineup. Milan started it off. It's all about A.B. de Villiers and Mohamed Hafiz. Not been an easy night for the bowlers. Gruneveld's bowled well. Roland Jones has bowled well. And perhaps the common denominator there is try not to bowl too quick. Just vary your pace as much as possible. Take the pace off the ball.
Well, de Villiers really tucked into Van der Merwe's first over, went for 20, as de Villiers had only just come in.
Foul.
Really took the pace off that. Van der Merwe normally bowls it so quick. It's the calm before the storm.
Foul. Come on, boys, one more.
Oh, cheeky from Van der Merwe. Through his legs. Was Hafiz aware?
He doesn't look in any way concerned. He should be. He should be more than concerned. What a moment in the game. He's a couple of inches short. And Hafiz has gone. And not for the first time tonight, this crowd realise that is a key moment. It will bring Owen Morgan, we suspect, to the crease. But Hafiz has gone. 18 off 16, 111 for 3.
I reckon he's been done there, because Van der Merwe looked like he was going down for the old school long barrier. Just watch this, innocuous ball, innocuous shot. So aware as well. I don't think at any stage did he think he was going to do that, Hafiz. He should have realised. This point, bang. Brilliant work. All it does is it brings Owen Morgan to the crease. What more could you want? On a Friday night here in Taunton, A.B. de Villiers, 24 from 12. And now we have the England white ball captain, Owen Morgan. Nearly did Owen Morgan.
Brilliant. Best of the blast tonight. Only 2 players around the country playing in the blast can put a partnership together.
Come on.
To win a game like this, it's probably these 2 at the crease. It was so clever, so thoughtful.
One more, boys.
We've just got to rebuild now. Brilliant over from Van der Merwe with that run out. All his own doing. 9 overs done, 113 for 3.
Yeah, rebuild's going at 10.5.
Morgan's got to take the pressure off A.B. de Villiers, the new man coming in. Can't afford to put pressure on the man who is in and set. Can't put pressure on anyone, not even A.B. de Villiers. He's not going to do this all by himself. Brilliant start from Milan. 41 from just 14 balls. More spin.
1 wicket.
Something's going to give here.
Extraordinary bit of cricket. It was almost so bad it nearly got him a wicket.
Would have been in his mouth just for a while there. Might have clipped it straight to him.
That would have been the last ball that Owen Morgan was expecting. He was carried on as if he meant it. De Villiers will be thinking, last 6 overs, if he's there, he could do some real damage.
Come on, Maxie.
So I suppose the dilemma is, does he go too early? Does he wait? The start that they've got off to, he can actually just take a little bit of time.
Oh, no! Come on, 1 wicket, boys. 1 wicket.
I reckon he's bowled 2 of the worst balls seen to 2 of the best batsmen going. Maybe it's a bit of dew. Problem is, Owen Morgan has no idea what is going to come down.
I'm not sure the bowler does. I think he's trying to bowl an off spinner, isn't he?
Why did he try and hit that?
Well, the last time he tried, he nearly hit it, got out.
Oh, Vandermeer underneath it. Watches it go over his head. You're not going to get away with that. To A.B. de Villiers in this type of form. 10 overs done, 127 for 3.
A new Mercedes A-Class doesn't fuse man and machine, but you can rent it for only £29 from Sixt.
Get back in the bush, I'll wait for the next one.
Sixt, drive smug.
Introducing new Aviva Plus car insurance. We've cut down the questions, so you get a quick quote, not a quiz. Come direct to aviva.co.uk.
There was a look on A.B. de Villiers' face after he'd hit that last ball of the over for 6, as if to say, really sure what you're supposed to do against something like that.
Well, that to me, son.
I don't think it was that. I think it was just, I'm a little bit perplexed as to what I'm supposed to do against bowling like that.
Stay over.
Look at this, he just rolled his eyes as if to say, well,
well, either that or I should have hit that a lot further. How come I made that interesting?
Never in all my days have I seen anything like that last over. Oh my goodness me! Max Waller! Ben Stokes, eat your heart out!
Well, he can't believe it. I'm not sure everyone on the ground can quite believe it either. We've seen some extraordinary cricket tonight. Unbelievable catch. It was hit hard, it was hit flat. And somehow, just somehow, Max Waller takes probably the catch of his life.
Well, that is a worldie to dismiss a worldie. AB de Villiers goes 32 from 16. It's 128 for 4.
Well, he's probably shaking his head again for a different reason. How the heck was that caught? He was in, 10 yards, 15 yards. If he'd have been there, it would have been a relatively straightforward catch. He's thinking here, how have I not hit that for 6? And he knows then he's hit it flat, he's hit it hard. He probably didn't expect that, mine.
Wow. Was safe. Still not over by any stretch. Morgan new to the crease. And Lavenby gets lucky, really. It's another long hop. And Max Waller came to the rescue.
Yes. Halfway, boys!
Decent. Very handy indeed. Abel. Oh! Inspired out there at the moment, Somerset.
We've been treated to some very special cricket tonight, and that would have been somewhere near the top if that had been a direct hit. What a night he's had so far.
A bit of a touch in the midst of all of the carnage out there when Morgan picks up his second boundary. 8 from the over. The rate continues to climb. 135 for 4.
It's going to need a Morgan masterclass here with a lot of support. Cleverly played, just knew that third man was up, and he knew that any width he could just find that gap. He's got 4.
Well, Middlesex are on top of things. Dragged that rate down from its original starting point of 11.3.5 and over. Got it down to below 9.5 due to the start they got from Howard Milan and Paul Sterling. Maybe de Villiers came in and continued the good work. But the wickets have fallen. Double wicket over from Groeneveld, got rid of the openers. Wicket for Lavenby. A run out from Van der Merwe. That was a piece of rare skill as well. Bit of Harlem Globetrotter stuff between the legs. Wonder if Roelof Van der Merwe has ever been compared to Meadowlark Lemon before.
This one as well, club. Stay around here. Stay around the wicket. Come on, Roelof. Come on. Keep taking them, boys. Need boundaries, boys. Need boundaries. Leveling over here. Come on. Leveling over.
That's well bowled. Really well taken as well from Tom Banton. keeper has a flurry of the batsman's body and the bat in the way. He takes it on the half volley as well. Really good take. More difficult than a half volley. Good work from Tom Banton. In the midst of all that, we've missed out that George Scott has made his way to the crease. He's 4 from 5 deliveries. Craig Overton, man who's been called up to England's squad for the Old Trafford Test matches on the field in place of Babar Azam. Oh, that's another good stop. Desperate stuff out there in the field from Somerset. It might be a bit of an issue here. It's, Tim Grunewald might have a problem with a shoulder.
Hit the boundary, boys!
Eight overs to go. It's 140 for 4. Other scores, Nick Knight.
Right, Kent needs 66 from 31. Zach Crawley's still there. Kent win that, and they could do from there. It's going to be a heck of a run chase. They will go straight through the quarterfinals, so win that for them. Essex, well, they need to win to stay in contention. Glamorgan Hampshire, nothing in it for Glamorgan Hampshire. They need to win that game too. That's going to be a heck of a run chase from there. They need 100 more from 47. It's a great effort from Glamorgan. They're out of it. Lancashire Lightning versus the Foxes. Well, Lancashire are top of the group. They need 43 there from 44. That should be fairly straightforward from there. And the Steelbacks versus Worcestershire. Well, Worcestershire need to win that game and hope that Notts lose theirs, and they have a chance of coming second in the North group. And that will mean they have a home quarter-final. Notts are currently second. They are playing tonight. And they need 74 more from 39, 98 for 6, so that might be touch and go there. A bit of work to do. And then Sussex Sharks versus Gloucestershire, well, they are the top 2 sides in the South Group. Gloucestershire could do with winning that, because if they do, then it puts to rest any doubt about the fact that they won't get a home quarter-final, and that has gone all the way for 6. Don't discount Owen Morgan and Middlesex quite yet.
Lammonby digging it in. He just sat up and begged to be crunched. And Owen Morgan was more than happy to oblige. And those games did something on them, are all hotting up. As is this one. 6 more. Babar Azam just back on the field. Had no idea that he was so close to that boundary edge and has just crashed into the cushions. Consecutive 6s for Owen Morgan.
And such is the skill of the modern fielder that sometimes, in fact more than sometimes, often you see this being out because he realises there and he has time just to push it back in field, but he's pushed onto the cushion and just doesn't react quick enough.
Well, that's going to be 3 and 3. What a stroke that is from Owen Morgan. He's putting his foot down on that pedal now.
He's looking at the scoreboard and he's doing his maths and he's working out that this needs to be the over. Not a big ground here, and so the modern player is going to think, I've got a 20-25 run over in me. It looks like Morgan feels now's the time.
He's found the gap again. That's brilliant work from Owen Morgan. What an over.
Yeah, if Middlesex go on to win this game, we ought to remember this over. 23 with a ball to go, and all of a sudden the required rate is below 9.
It's the second time we've seen him just glide the ball between the 2 fielders behind point inside the circle on the offside. He's ice cold. And he'll take the single off the final ball of the over. That is superb batting. 24 from the 13th. 63 needed from 42. It's 164 for 4. Some magnificent views here. St James's Church behind the Somerset Pavilion end. New floodlights here lighting up the night sky. As far as the eye can see here in Taunton, the highest point in town are the 5 floodlights lighting up the Cooper Associates County Ground. The players have been doing a fair bit of lighting up too.
Haven't they ever? Morgan's strike rate, 253. There's one he hit earlier, you just thought that was out, and it sailed into the seats.
Slow ball from Taylor. Hesitation. Well, in fact, it's Lewis Gregory can't pull off the direct hit. Jerome Taylor taking his time. And I think in circumstances such as this, with so much on the line, it's only right. That man has just come up inside the circle. George Scott has plundered a boundary over his head.
It's not an easy night to be a bowler, but that is not a good delivery. Like a knuckleball. Got it wrong, just offered up width. If you're still and you spot it on this surface, hybrid pitch with plastic grass, you're going.
It's sort of night when you say you feel sorry for the bowlers, but you know that the guy out there that picks up the crucial wicket is just as important as the 2 batters out there. Yes, your numbers might look ugly at the end of the night, but if you've picked up 2 for 30 off 2, and the 2 are Owen Morgan and A.B. de Villiers, you don't worry about how many runs you've gone for. You're the hero of the night.
Yeah, stick them in your pocket and tell everyone about it for the rest of your life. Always pressure on the new batsman. Scott's doing well, but needs to up the ante. That boundary will make him feel better.
Won't reach Babar Azam out there at deep backward square. And that's what Scott's got to do. He doesn't have to find the boundary every time, but he cannot afford to chew up dot balls. He's got to get Owen Morgan back on strike. Middlesex batsman to come. Toby Rowland-Jones has got his pads on. John Simpson, keeper, he can hit a long ball. Left-hander.
He looks fairly relaxed, Simpson. Taking a leaf out of Owen Morgan's book. Tells himself, watch the ball.
It's good delivery. I think that's where, if you're going to err on this surface, you've got to err getting the ball as close to the batsman as you can. Don't give him a chance to get underneath you. Yes, he could hit the half volley straight back over your head for 6. The square boundaries have been riddled with length deliveries tonight. Full again. Field is set for that full delivery, extra cover. Tom Abel does the work. This is a really good over this from Jerome Taylor. His first went for 20. He's now gone for 31 from 3. It's 172 for 4.
Look at the comparisons as well. That's the thing that coaches talk about in the dugout. Where was Somerset? 139 for 3. We thought they were doing well. Well, Middlesex 172 for 4. Game looks all in hand at the moment, but there's always a twist. So much depends on Morgan.
.55 from 36. Middlesex a long way in front. But Max Waller has bowled some of the filthiest deliveries you have ever seen tonight. He's also taken one of the best catches you'll have ever seen.
It's almost like he's doing it on purpose. This is part of the plan. He's saying it's so flat, I'm just going to land it in the last place the batsman thinks it's coming.
Oh, it's in the air. Oh, Babar does brilliantly. He does so well there. The ball was never going to reach him out there. It was always dying on him. He's managed to gather it in on the half volley.
What a pickup this is. Just beats him. Excellent bit of work.
Good from Waller.
You couldn't use your feet to him, could you? Some of the balls that he's bowled, that one, like out of the front of the hand, trying to bowl it quick. This is Waller's catch. A.B. de Villiers. What a crucial wicket that might be, and what a catch that is.
Straight out of the screws out as well, by the way. As is that one. That is right out of the middle and right out of the ground. Disappears over the electronic scoreboard. The rank long hop does not deceive Owen Morgan.
Hit this wherever you want, Owen Morgan. Yeah, that's the thing there, you just sit and wait for a bad ball.
Well, there's a real murmur around this ground. It's a nervous murmur. Somerset posted 226 for 5, a brilliant 100 from their skipper, Tom Abel, from just 46 balls. The Middlesex are on target to chase it down. It would be a record in the blast. No ball. Max Waller has overstepped. Would you believe it? It's a free hit.
Well, this isn't good to watch. Waller is really struggling. The pressure of the situation. Quarter-final place up for grabs. This is the moment.